Stress. I know. We all got them. Whether you have a little bit or you have a lot of it, we got them. Whether you can't pay your rent, whether you can't pay your mortgage, or whether you have no place to stay, whether you have too much work at your job or whether you have no job and just been laid off, we all have stress. Whether you are stressed about your wife or your husband or the fact that you don't have either one of those, or whether you are stressed about your kid or your kids, or the fact that you're just simply praying to God that he blesses you with just one child. We have this stress deep within, and so much stress in the world. It just seems that stress is just inevitable. But I'm telling you, as much as stress may be inevitable, so is your relief. Your relief is also inevitable. So I'm asking you to take courage. Maybe you've heard some people say that this is just a step back to your comeback. Or maybe you heard people say that, oh, God will never lead you where his grace will never protect you. Or maybe you just believe this is a cliche. Whether you believe it or you don't, I'm telling you, as inevitable as stress is, so is your release. Maybe you know of a man that was sleeping on the boat in the most chaotic time. He had his peace. But I realized that this same man at one point had so much stress that he was bleeding through his pores. He was sweating blood because of his anguish and his stress. But by this same example, we realize that if we ought to have a chance right now in the stress environment that we are in, we ought to do the very thing that he did, which is to pray and receive what he received, which is to be strengthened in the midst of our stress. I'm telling you, relief can be your portion. I'm asking you to have courage, because I believe that courage is not the ability to act because you have no fear. But courage is the ability to act despite your fears and anxiety and the stress, and realize that you are not alone. I and so many others are also stressed. I pray that you receive that you can have peace, and that peace can be your portion, not as the world receives it, but as one that Christ can give. Until then, this is Sharing the Word. I'm Sinclair. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Shalom.